UiTM is continuously striving to embrace digital transformation as part of its long-term strategy. We believe that innovation in administration is just as important as innovation in academics. As we know, SAIS at UiTM stands for Student Activity Information System. It's an online platform developed by Faculty of Business and Management (FBM). To manage student activity application and related processes, SAIS streamlines the application process, provide a centralized repository of student activity records, and reduce paperwork and approval delays. Why is this important? Because student development goes beyond the classroom. Employers today value well-rounded graduates who show initiative, leadership, teamwork, and community engagement. SAIS help ensure that these experiences are not only encouraged but systematically tracked and recognized. To understand why we need a system like SAIS, it's helpful to look at what's happening outside UiTM, in other universities, and in the world of technology. There are three big changes happening. First, digital platform to track student involvement. Many universities around the world are now using online system to track what students do outside the classroom. This system help manage student clubs, events, and leadership programs. Everything is done in one place, like proposals, approvals, reports, and attendance. This makes things easier, faster, and more organized for students and staff. For example, instead of using paper and emails, students in other universities submit event proposal is through one system, just like SAIS. Second is mobile-first system are growing. Today, almost every student has a smartphone and they use it for everything, like chatting, shopping, studying, and more. Students are one system that they can access anytime, anywhere using their phone. That's why more universities are building more mobile-friendly or apps-based system so they can register for activities, get notification, and check event updates, all from their phone. Third, students want personalized digital experiences. Students today are used to apps like TikTok, YouTube, or Spotify, which show them content they like based on what they have watched or listened to. They want the same kind of personalized experience from university system. That means a system that recommend activities or programs that match their goal, interests, or career plans. Now that we know how SAIS works today, there are 4 existing ideas that could make the system more powerful and helpful for students in the university. First, activity could be shown on your transcript or digital certificates. Right now, your academic transcript only show your exam result and grades, but in the future, SAIS could be connected to your official digital transcript. That way, all the activities you join, like leadership camps, volunteering, or competitions, could be part of your digital portfolio. Second, smarter dashboard with progress tracking. SAIS could have a dashboard that shows your progress in different areas like leadership, community service, or soft skills. This helps you see where you are doing well and where you can improve. It also helps staff and lecturers understand student involvement better. Third is activity suggestion using AI and smart recommendation. In the future, SAIS could use artificial intelligence to suggest events that match your interests. It can look at what you have joined before and what your goals are. Then it gives you suggestion, just like Netflix recommends show or Spotify recommends songs. Lastly is fully automatic tracking with less human work. The goal is to make the system fully automated, so students and staff don't have to do too much manual work. This could mean scanning a QR code to check in, automated approval steps, and instant reports after events. Everything becomes faster, easier, and more accurate. When UiTM decided to create SAIS, it was not just about using new technology. It was about solving real problems that students and staff were facing in managing student activities. Let's look at the 3 main reasons why SAIS was developed and implemented. First, to streamline and automate processes. Before SAIS, students and staff had to use a lot of paper forms, emails, and manual signature to propose and approve student activities. This took a lot of time and efforts. Sometimes documents got lost and delayed because everything had to go through many hands. SAIS helps to slow this by automating the whole process. For example, activity proposals are submitted online, approvals are done through the system, everyone gets automatic notification and reminders. This makes the process faster, smoother, and more organized, saving time for both students and staff. Second, to improve accessibility and convenience for students. One of the best things about SAIS is that it is available anytime, anywhere. Students don't have to go to the office or wait in line to submit proposal or check approvals. With SAIS, you can log in at home, in class, or on your phone. All the information about activities, approval, and status update is stored in one place. You can track your application in real time so you always know what's going on. This makes it much more convenient and less stressful for everyone involved. Third, to improve data management and reporting, having everything on paper or scattered across email makes it hard to find and use important data. SAIS solve this by storing everything in a central system. This means the university can easily see how many students join an event, who organized it, and what the outcomes were. Reports can be generated quickly and accurately. Records are kept safely for future reference. This helps UiTM make better decisions and recognize student efforts more fairly and efficiently. Let's now talk about how SAIS works. This system helps manage all the steps involved in student activities, from the moment someone wants to organize an event until the activity is over and reported. First, activity proposal and application. Student who wants to organize an activity like a workshop, trip, or competitions must first submit a proposal through the SAIS platform. Instead of using paper forms or emails, everything is done online. Once submitted, the proposal are automatically sent to the right advisor or department. The system knows who needs to see it. Second is approval workflow. SAIS use a multi-level approval system, which means the proposal has to go through a few different people, like a club advisor, the faculty, and the HEP officer. Each person in the approval chain receives an automatic notification when it's their turns to review the proposal. They can either approve it, reject it, or ask for changes, all within the system. Students can check the status of their proposal in real time, so they don't need to keep asking or waiting blindly. SAIS also allows for digital signature, which save time and avoids the hassle of getting physical signatures. Third is activity promotion and student registration. Once an activity is approved, it gets listed on the SAIS portal where other students can see upcoming events. Students can register for the activity online through the system. Organizer can set rules like how many people can join, registrations, deadlines, or any conditions. Fourth is post-activity reports and feedbacks. After the event is finished, the organizer needs to submit a post-activity report through SAIS. This report may include attendance, pictures, expenses, and a summary of what happened. SAIS can also be used to collect feedback from participants so that future events can be improved. There are three main groups of people who are responsible for managing the SAIS workflow. First is students. These are the people who propose and organize activities. They are the ones who use SAIS to submit proposal, make changes if needed, register participants, and submit post-activity reports. They are the starting points of the process. Second is club advisor or faculty advisor. These are lecturer or staff members assigned to student clubs or programs. Their job is to review the proposal, check if it makes sense, follow the rules, and benefit students. They approve, reject, or give suggestion for improvement. They are the first level of approval. Third is HEP officer. HEP stands for Hal Ehwal Pelajar, Student Affairs. These officers are responsible for overseeing student activities on a faculty or university levels. They handle the final approvals, ensure everything follow UiTM's policy, and manage requests. They may also help with promotion, safety, or special permissions. The SAIS work process involves students who propose the activity advisor, who review it, and the HEP officer who give final approval. Usually 3 to 5 people are involved in making sure everything goes smoothly. SAIS has already made many parts of student activity management better. Let's look at the main things that are working well. First, faster approval process. Before SAIS, students had to carry papers around and wait days or weeks for signatures. Now, the whole approval process is done online and it's much faster and easier. Students get updates quickly and they know what's happening with their proposal. Second is everything in one place. All information about student activities like proposals, approvals, reports, and status, it keep in one system. Student and staff don't have to search through emails or physical files anymore. This makes it easier to find and manage information. Third is more transparency. Students can track their application status at every step. They don't have to keep asking staff or waiting in the dark. This makes the process clearer and more fair, so students feel more confident. Lastly, less paper, more sustainability. SAIS help UiTM reduce the use of paper by moving everything online. This not only save time but also help protect the environment. It's a smart and eco-friendly system. SAIS has made student activity management faster, more transparent, and more organized. It helps save paper and improve the experience for both students and staff. Even though SAIS is a good system, there are still a few weaknesses that we need to improve. First, manual upload slow things down. Some parts of the process still need students to upload scanned document or PDF. These manual uploads take time and staff need to check them one by one. This can cause delays and backlogs, especially when there are a lot of submission. Second is no mobile or offline access. Right now, SAIS is mainly designed for computer or web use, but not all students always have good internet, especially in rural areas. Without a mobile app or offline access, the system is less convenient for those students. Third is no connection with other UiTM system. SAIS is still separate from other systems like iStudent or academic records. This makes it harder to see the full picture of a student activities and achievement. Connecting SAIS with other platforms would make data sharing faster and smarter. Lastly, advisor availability causes delays. Sometimes a proposal gets stuck because the advisor is not available. Maybe they are busy with classes or on leave. This causes delays for students even if their proposal is complete. There needs to be a better way to manage approvals when one person is unavailable. SAIS still has some problem. It can be slow when documents are uploaded manually. It needs better mobile access and it should connect with other UiTM system. Also, proposal can get delayed if advisors are unavailable. These are areas we can improve.
Hi everyone, my name is Farda Idara and I'll be presenting this part which is N part. N means new model generation from the Hinge framework. So let's begin with a simple question. What does N stand for and why is it important in this project? In BTM532, Management of Digital Transformation, we learned that digital transformation isn't just about using new technology, it's about improving the way people work, simplifying process, and solving real problems through smart digital solutions. So that is exactly what Part N is all about. So, new model generation means coming up with better ways to do things by using the right digital tools, and in our case, we are applying that to UiTM SAIS system or Student Activity Information System. So, SAIS currently have many students in curriculum activities like proposal, attendance, and certificate, but it still faces several issues like approvals are slow, attendance is tracked manually, access is limited for some students, and the overall part system feel outdated. So for this part, we are proposing new digital features to improve SAIS, which is to make it smarter, faster, and more user-friendly for everyone at UiTM. The first idea is to introduce gamification feature in SAIS. This means students will earn badge, point, and leadership levels when they join or organize an event. For example, after completing 3 programs, a student might receive a Young Leader badge, which show in their SAIS profile. This feature is inspired by learning platforms like Coursera and Duolingo, which use gamification to motivate their user. The parties that will involve in this case is SAIS development team, HEP, and student affairs who will set the rules and monitor student progress. And then, the second recommendation is how about we use an AI chatbot assistant inside SAIS. This chatbot can answer common questions like how do I register for an event and what documents do I prepare for registering for an event. So, without needing students to email staff or to go to HEA, HEP just to ask a basic question. And then, for example, as we can see, at Taylor University, they have their own chatbot, which named Taylor, that will reply instantly to student queries, no matter what time is it and how many questions do you ask, it will reply instantly. So UiTM maybe can adopt a similar system with support from our IT department, chatbot vendors, and HEP officer, and this will likely reducing our staff workload while helping students 24 hours. And then next, we suggest how about we using blockchain technology to issue digital certificate with QR code verification. This will prevent fake certification. As we know, fake certification is common nowadays, and maybe by doing this thing, it will make it easier for our future employers or scholarship to check the record. Okay, for instance, in Singapore, the Ministry of Education uses open certification for secure graduation document. So at UiTM, this will involve at the registrar office, SAIS system, and a trusted blockchain provider. Next, our next solution will be a smart notification where SAIS will send personalized reminder to students. For example, if a student like me hasn't joined any event for the semester, the system could recommend one based on their faculty or interest. Universities like Melbourne Uni use this thing in their student apps to improve engagement. This will need the help of data analysis, SAIS development, and HEP to design the alert system. And then, lastly, we recommend to use LinkedIn and e-portfolio integration to collab with the SAIS system. So, after completing an event, students can share their verified achievement directly to LinkedIn or their official UiTM portfolio. Sunway University offers similar feature which will help their student to prepare for their careers. For SAIS, this integration will involve the IT teams, career service, and the student themselves. In conclusion, this new model uses advanced technology like AI, blockchain, and AR to solve real problems in the SAIS system. This will improve speed, accuracy, motivation, and accessibility between staff and student. In this section, I will explain part G, which is gap analysis of the Hinge framework. This part helps us understand what is missing or weak in the current SAIS system at UiTM. In digital transformation, especially in this subject, which is BTM532, we must always begin by identifying gaps in data, people, skills, and workflow before we can create better systems. Right now, SAIS relies heavily on manual uploads, scan attendance, post-event report, and sometimes even photos of sign-in sheets. For example, after an event, a club committee has to scan attendance, upload the file, and wait for the review, and sometimes things get lost or delayed. There's also no real-time dashboard that lets students see their co-curriculum progress. So in the future, how about SAIS have a QR code check-ins, automatic sync, and a live dashboard that updates student achievement immediately? Why? Because in today's world, fast and accurate data is the key, not just for tracking, but for making smart decisions. Now, let's talk about people, the humans in the system. Event proposals go through multiple layers of approval. First the advisor, then the faculty, and then the HEP. But what if one of them is on leave or just forget to check? So, the whole process gets stuck and students miss deadline. And what we need is an auto-reminder system and auto-escalation, where if someone doesn't respond in 48 hours, it will automatically move to the next approval. This way, the system supports people instead of depending on them. The third gap is about skills and digital readiness. Let's be honest, not all students, including me or staff, are confident using SAIS. Some students don't know how to submit proposal properly. This can be like if the student are the first-time user, or this is the first time they being the one who must to submit the proposal. So, let's say there's some advisor don't regularly check their inbox or SAIS notifications, the student will miss the deadline. So in the future, how about we include onboarding tutorials, help button, and more user-friendly interface just to help people who had the same problem? Because even the most powerful system is useless if people don't know how to use it. That is a key lesson in digital transformation, which is technology must empower people. And then let's talk about workflow effectiveness. Right now, SAIS is only available through a web browser and need a strong internet connection. So, for example, students in rural campus like UiTM Tapa or Samarahan may struggle to use it on time. That's why one of our future goals should be a mobile SAIS app with offline access. Students should draft proposal or register for event even without Wi-Fi, and then since it's later. This, I think, will be more inclusive, efficient, and practical for SAIS and for everyone. Now, the big question is, who benefits if we fix all this? Of course, the student will get a smoother, faster, and more personalized experience. And let's talk about the advisor. Advisor and lecturer will save time, reduce stress, and avoid backlogs. HEP and UiTM management will get real-time engagement data for reporting and strategic planning. In other words, everyone wins, and UiTM takes one more step forward digital transformation. In conclusion, this gap analysis shows the real weakness in SAIS today, such as delay for manual upload, dependency on one person for approval, limited system access, low digital confidence among users. So, the future is full of opportunities. With the improvement we suggest in part N, we can close this gap by applying real smart digital tools like automation, mobile apps, dashboard, and user training. This is exactly what we learned in BTM532, which is that technology should not only make things faster, but better for people, smarter for the system, and more meaningful for the user experience. Now we have understand that transformation doesn't start with technology, it starts with a clear purpose and a real problem to solve. Thank you for watching our video, and we hope this show has shown not just what it needs to change, but also how we can make it happen. Thank you so much.